Okay, so now I hope I got it. Hope I got it adjusted and everything now. Hopefully. But like I said last time I was online, I said I would come back. I would talk about Concrete Ministries because what I'm starting to do now is that I'm tired of writing and tired of typing stuff on Facebook. Facebook is a good platform to, to get some things done. If you're doing some things, of course you see a lot of negative stuff on Facebook. So we want to try to put some positive stuff out there for some people who really want to grow, people um, who have the urge to want to grow in their life, want to grow spiritually, physically, financially, however you want to grow. You can definitely do it if you put your mind to it. However, some people do not have the capability to put their mind to certain things, and I want to talk about just people. People who are forced in the situation. Some people are forced to be in certain situations that they are in. A lot of times people say, well, it's up to the person. The person chooses. Certain people choose certain things. That's not true. Sometimes people, especially especially in the black neighborhood, there's certain things. Man, is this thing acting up again? Hold on. Let me see something. Can y'all hear me? What's up, Terriano? What's going on, T? I'm trying to. I really can't see. I really can't see y'all right now, so I can't see y'all comments, nothing like that. I'm not even sure why this thing it's not working right. I don't know, but hopefully I guess y'all can still hear me and see me, but I can't see y'all. But I'm gonna continue on talking, and but I want to talk about get back to this thing about people choosing the black community. It's two arguments. One argument, but it's two sides to this argument. One argument, one end of the spectrum says that black people, choose to live a certain type of way. Okay, they choose to live a certain type of way. They choose to be on drugs. They choose not to be educated. They choose not to want things in life. And then you have this other side of the argument that says that, hey, black people have been oppressed, and through oppression, years and years of oppression, the psychology behind that perpetuates this type of activity. It breaks down the morale of the people. And I want y'all to stay with me just, until I can kind of flesh this out a little bit, because in two different ways, yes, I can see both sides of the argument. And it would depend on the individual. It would really depend on the individual understanding who they are, which one is really causing them to be in the place they are in their life. Now, if we look at the black community, that black community don't have a lot of resources. If we look at the inner city and right here in Memphis today, we have the major communities. Look at Riverside. Carver High School has closed down, or if it haven't closed down, they've been threatening to close it. But I'm quite sure they're trying to close it. You look at over South Memphis area. You have schools like, I believe, Alsea, Norris. One of those schools are closed. I don't know which one is closed, but all throughout Memphis, you have a lot of black schools that are being closed, threatening to be closed, budgets cut. But even when those schools were open, they didn't have, the same type of books, They didn't have the same type of equipment, the bands and things like that, the uniforms and stuff. They were, when you look at stuff like that, it wasn't new stuff. It was all used stuff and stuff they had been using for years and things of that nature. The teachers always complained, the teachers, man, all kinds of stuff, just a bad education all the way around. The books was old, books are old, out of date. And how can a person perform? How can a person perform on a higher level when they're been given stuff that's substandard? How do you expect a person, people that has been given substandard, even below substandard things, for them to go to a higher level in their life? Again, I want to tell everybody, if y'all can see me, I can't see y'all right now. I can't see if you putting comments in, but when I get back and get to those messages, I will respond to you. I just thank y'all for taking the time out. Whoever's on here, I take the time out for listening. And in any kind of input, it's open, because look, we are trying to develop different things, different programs, different just things for the community. So we need y'all impact. We really need your impact. We need to know what you see and what you think. This is not like a leader thing, like one person has all the answers. Never. Old African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. And right now, it's going to take a village to eradicate these problems in the black neighborhood. And why do I talk about the black neighborhood? Because the black community is who is suffering. They're suffering. Our communities is suffering bad. Look at the crime. The crime rates are high. Divorce rates are high. Everything negative. Everything negative in the black community is high, so it's hard, and it's hard to find people who want to commit. See, people sit up and they'll argue with you about what you're doing and how you think, but when it's time to get into the trenches and do the work, nobody shows up. Nobody shows up. Hold on, let me see something. Okay, so I guess y'all still here. I hope so. But yeah, people will get on Facebook. People will get on Facebook and they'll argue, they'll debate. Want to discuss. But when it's time to do the work, they're not found. They're not out there. They're not out there in the streets every day. They don't know what's going on. They only just giving their opinion. So for people, when you see these problems and everything, I want to know, what is it going to take? What do you see? What do you think we need to do on top of things that we are already doing in the community? Working with Liddell Beeman over there, Heal the Hood, Memphis. Awesome program. He's doing an awesome job putting a lot of things together. And we need some more. We need some more of that stuff to come out. Dealing with youth, positive things, dealing with youth, trying to get them off of this mainstream music that is hypnotizing our communities. On top of, we already have problems anyway. And now you have adults, grown adults, listening to this music and promoting this music and not understanding that these kids, now it may be entertainment to you, but for a child, it's education. See, it may be entertainment for you, but to a child, it's education. They don't have enough life experience to understand that, hey, this is not how life goes. So everything they hear, they want to emulate it. They want to imitate it. They want to be that. They want to be that. They want to be what they see. So, man, so much I want to talk about, but I want to kind of stay on being something positive. We need feedback. I'm working with people in, all across the United States, and we are trying to put some things together, that's going to help the black community. Why the black community? Because the black community is suffering. High dropout rate. Hey, all of that. Where is this stuff coming from? The black on black crime, all of these drugs, all of alcohol, and all of this this need to wanna wear expensive things when wearing expensive things when you don't really have the money. You spend all this money on where is this at? Where is this behavior coming from? What makes us spend money on things that trying to impress other people instead of trying to build up our own self? Where does these attitudes, where does these behaviors come from? We want to talk about it. Like I said, it's going to take more. It's going to take the whole village. It's going to take the whole village and their input on these things. People who are interested. You see these things every day. Kids, our kids. I mean, even my kids. Trying to understand why do you want to choose this? Why is this so attractive to you? Why is it so attractive? And it's a great force, and it's a majority. It's a great majority of people that's flocking to negative, and the question is why? 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 So like I said, I don't know what's going on with my camera, but that's my spiel from right now. I'm going to come back when I settle these issues with this camera and everything. But even if you view this afterwards, put in the comments. You see the stuff I talk about on Facebook. You see the stuff I talk about on Facebook, and it's because I have a connection and a passion to do something greater than I have seen. Do something greater than I have seen, and I want to be a part of greatness. And so I'm devoted to being great. Just in case anybody did not know, I'm devoted to being great, and I want you to be devoted to being great too. Not just financially great, but also a great mentality, a great thinker. I'm devoted, and you have to get devoted to something. I mean, it's got to come a time in your life where you're going to devote yourself to something. I mean, a lot of people go through their whole life and they never devote themselves to anything. They never get into a purpose for themselves. So I'm going to just encourage you to try to devote yourself to something positive. Now, it's plenty of people devote themselves to things negative, but I'm talking about making a change. So let me just take a break for a minute, and if I get this stuff squared away, I'm gonna come back tonight. I know it's late, but I want to put this video out while it's turning over. While these issues and stuff are turning over in my mind, and it's fresh right now, because this is something that we have to talk about. Definitely have to talk about something that we definitely have to deal with, and it's better to deal with it on the end of making the solution than dealing with the end of just receiving all this negativity. So put your comments in there. Talk to me about, where does this come from? What do you see in your children? What have you instilled in your children, and maybe your children went over to the other side? What are you doing? What are you doing that you think that contributed to the behaviors of your children? All of those things, and what can we do? What can we do to turn this thing around? Can we create a scene, something like the Million Man March, where you had all of these men come together? Can we create a scene where we have people of all races, black people, white people, all the minorities come together and do something great for the community? Do you think it's possible Would you like to be a part of it? And what do we need to do in order to eradicate these problems in our communities? All right, peace out. I'll get back with y'all in just a little bit.